So let's say today, if let's software. So whenever if some company is looking for some solutions, like a software solutions, so we have to build a software application for the company, and then the company will start using that application. So it's what actually the software services we do. So when we build a software application and provide to a company, so they are like on-premise applications we have and cloud applications. When we say on-premise applications, like whatever we having like traditional way of developing, like Java and C++, what are other languages we have other than cloud technologies. So we need to have some setup. That means like infrastructure, servers, database, and the platform where we have to run the application. And so you need some kind of a basic setup to use the application. We cannot directly use the application from wherever you are. Before you have to set up, and then you should be having the platform, and then there they will install their application, and from there onwards you can start using it. But it needs a lot of time and investment compared to the cloud. Okay, how the cloud is different from the on-premise. So when we say cloud, so there are like different kinds of cloud offerings. Cloud offerings is like IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. That means IaaS means it's infrastructure, only the infrastructure. Like it will provide you the server systems, whatever the hardware you need, which will be available in a cloud. That means when I'm saying a cloud, again the question may come like, what is a cloud? Let's say today, like if you want to use any kind of application in your laptop, let's say you have a laptop or a system. So once you have a system, it's not enough to have a hardware, that is a box. It's not enough. So there has to be some software which will drive your hardware. That's your OS. So once you have OS, it's not enough. Again, the OS, what it will do, it will communicate your hardware and your inputs. But there has to be some solutions. Like let's say your MS Office, so which will help you to a different tools like Excel, Word, or Paint, or different kind of tools it will give access. But you have to install your software, MS Office, on your PC. Then only you can use it. Or like whatever applications that you install in your laptop or a system, those are all on-premise applications. And just think, even if you install, if there is some upgrades or like any updates happening to these applications, again you have to update those. Excuse me. So it's not enough, even though if you install, and if whenever there is upgrades are coming, you have to yourself take care of the updates and patches or any bug fixes, whatever it is. You need to take care of yourself. Nobody else can help you unless you have some admins in your company, or like you have some other staff which will who will do for yourself on behalf of you. That's fine. But again, like these are all like additional efforts you are going to do when you use on-premise applications. Okay, then what cloud will do? So cloud will do like it's, if I say on easy way, if you are using a Gmail or a Facebook, okay, so you have opened an account in Gmail or opened an account in Facebook. So whenever, like if we have a browser, if you just open your facebook.com or like whatever on Gmail, you can open from any browser. Like if you go to Net Center and you have some things to take a printout, so just you can log in there and you can take a printout. But it's not your system and you're not installed anything there. Still you can access your Gmail. And same with the FB. or like there are so many applications, not only this two. I'm like just explaining you because everybody at least minimum have this access at least. So so you can access from anywhere, and you don't need to have any kind of setup. All you need was just a browser where you have a good amount of internet and package to access the internet. That's enough to access your applications. So here, a Salesforce, what it does was, it already has some set of softwares or a cloud. So here I'm saying a software or application. What in terms of Salesforce they call it as a cloud. So they offer some set of solutions in terms of clouds. So they have a different clouds called Sales Cloud, and Service Cloud, Marketing, Einstein, CPQ. There are many more. Okay, so all this they offer as a default. Like you don't do anything, you can just go ahead and use that. So when we have this kind of solutions, and what is the benefit, and what is the market for the Salesforce? And not only the application, just jumping here and there. So not only the applications, even though you can build your own applications. Let's say like Salesforce is offering like sales and service clouds, and you're not your company or like your requirement is not something from a sales and service, and you have like a different infrastructure, and you want to have your own application, and it is not specified in a Salesforce. And Salesforce offers you a platform where you can build your own applications and you can mount that. Okay, then okay, Salesforce is giving all this, like they're giving like pre-built applications, and they're giving access you to build your own applications. Then how Salesforce will grow, and what's the benefit to a Salesforce? Why Salesforce should provide our services? So we have to pay Salesforce. We means not you and me, or like who are developers or who do work for some other company. Let's say if Apple is approaching a company called TCS and asking for some solutions in a Salesforce. So what TCS will do? TCS will help the building, and if it is any custom app or existing app, is just to configure for Apple. It will do, and it will take some charges from Apple. And what else it do? So then how Salesforce will get benefit? So TCS gets some revenue from Apple, and Apple got some services. How Salesforce is getting benefited there. So how many users that Apple going to have? Let's say it's going to have some 10,000 customers going to use a Salesforce application once the TCS has get ready. So then it has to pay Salesforce. How many members are going to use the Salesforce, and how many months? Let's say they are going to use 10,000 of employees of Apple is going to use Salesforce services. Then Apple has to purchase 10,000 licenses from Salesforce, and these licenses will give you access to a Salesforce platform, and whatever the application that has been built by TCS or configurations done by TCS. So, like how this charges, like how they will pay, and these are all will be covered in future. I mean, in the coming sessions. So they're called editions and licenses. They have to pay and avail the services from Salesforce. Okay, that's a quick intro about what is Salesforce and all. And if anybody have any questions, please do a post. And I am not taking much time. I'm just go through and give you some background of like what is Salesforce, when it has been found, and what are the other things. Okay, so it's basically we call it a CRM system. Okay, so that's the customer relationship management. So I'm saying it's cloud technology and it's offering some services, and all it together call it as a customer relationship management. How it's a customer relationship management? When you say customer relationship management, let's say Apple. So what actually Apple do? It sell its products like iPhones, iPad, MacBooks, whatever it is, the products it will sell. So it cannot directly sell, right? Like it should have some customers and somebody interested. They'll approach Apple, and then Apple will show them, okay, what are all the products they have and what are all they interested, what are the budget, and then they may buy immediately, or they may ask some more questions and there will be some negotiation happen, or like there will be some warranties it will issue, and it might be a 1 day or 1 hour closure of deal, or it could take some time. So when it's a time when when it's coming to a big number of user base and customers, so we will be having a sales reps and they have to interact with your customers. Let's say you have a deal. Okay, one of the company which having like a startup, and they are looking for 100 MacBooks of and they'll approach the Salesforce. Let's say, okay, I am looking for this many MacBooks, and what will be the offer, and what you provide, and what services you will offer. So they will explain. Okay, this is so okay. Let me check with some other vendor and get back to you. Oh, so again, they had to follow up with them.